In this video, we are going to go over 7 B12 deficiency symptoms that doctors sometimes miss. B12 deficiency is not blatantly black and white. Sometimes it can be a very obtuse diagnosis. I want to tell you about 7 signs that you may be deficient in B12. You might need to remind your doctor to check for a B12 deficiency. If you are watching this video and you see a sign or symptom that reminds you of someone you know, please consider sharing this video with them. They will thank you for it. You can share it on your Facebook page, in your group, send them an email or a text with a link. That way, they'll know to get their vitamin B12 fixed. If vitamin B12 is low, it can be a very severe medical problem. These 7 signs are very nondescript. Some of these signs and symptoms are things that doctors would rather not talk about. I'll tell you why when I get to that symptom. Number 1. Burning, numbness, and tingling in your fingers, toes, feet, and hands. The number 1 symptom, and probably the most worrisome symptom of B12 deficiency, is burning, numbness, or tingling in your fingers, toes, feet, and hands. Sometimes even in your face if it's severe. Neuropathy, as you may know, is becoming more and more common in modern society. The problem is that it can be caused by many different things. There are multiple different reasons that you might have burning, tingling, numbness in your toes, but vitamin B12 deficiency is one of those reasons. Vitamin B12 is mandatory for your body to be able to properly manufacture myelin, which is basically a sheath that wraps around your nerves and helps them to function more efficiently. It also helps to transport neural signals much faster. If you're B12 deficient, your nerves are not going to work properly, and this can be a very vague symptom like burning in your feet. A lot of older folks think, well, that's just part of getting older, but really, it could very much be a B12 deficiency. Any burning, numbness, or tingling in any of the extremities warrants a visit to your doctor. Number 2, a smooth, swollen tongue. Another symptom of B12 deficiency is having a smooth, slightly swollen tongue. When you look at your tongue in the mirror, which I hope all of you do on a regular basis, it should be bumpy in a regular, very uneven way. It should not look smooth at all. If you have a very smooth surface on your tongue, or if your tongue feels too big for your mouth, these are both signs of a vitamin B12 deficiency. A trip to your doctor and a question for your doctor about B12 deficiency should happen. It's your doctor's job to check all the other things that could be causing the symptoms, but you should ask about B12 deficiency because it's very commonly missed. Learning a lot so far? Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get back into it. Number 3, fatigue. The most common symptom of a vitamin B12 deficiency is fatigue. When you have fatigue, it feels like you have no energy and don't really feel like doing anything. This could be hundreds of different things, but one of the things that should be included by your doctor in the workup is a vitamin B12 level methylmalonic acid and a homocysteine. These 3 labs need to be checked. Number 4, slow thinking process. This next symptom is another very common one that people have when they are deficient in B12. It's a slow thinking process. These people feel like their memory isn't great. They just can't think as fast as they used to could. These are all signs of a B12 deficiency and should be included in any dementia workup, any Alzheimer's workup, or any fatigue workup should include these 3 labs to make sure that your B12 level is where it needs to be. Number 5, off balance. Next is problems with your balance. If you're having trouble staying balanced when you walk, that's a big red flag. Maybe one of your family members notice you're off balance and don't walk the same. These are big red flags that you need to have your vitamin B12 levels checked immediately. Many people who drink too much alcohol for years and years, one of the first ways that their family notices that something has changed is that when they walk, it looks different. It doesn't look the same. That's a big red flag. Number 6, irritability. This symptom is a very vague symptom. It is irritability. There are hundreds of things that can cause someone to be more irritable, whether it's a family member that won't behave, or it's your B12 levels that are too low. It's hard to know which, so take a trip to the doctor to get some blood work checked. If you're just newly irritable over the last few months for no real reason, this is a sign it's B12 deficient. Number 7, ringing in your ears. Ringing in your ears is the next sign. If that has been coming on over the last few weeks or months, it could be B12 deficiency. Again, the nerves don't operate properly. It's impossible to have normal nerve function if your vitamin B12 level is too low for too long. One of the symptoms that doctors don't like to ask about is, how is your energy level? How is your mood? With that said, the last one is depression. Depression should be a diagnosis of exclusion. Before you ever diagnose someone with depression, there should be a lot of lab work that you've checked. And among that lab work should be a vitamin B12 level, because vitamin B12 deficiency can masquerade as depression. You can have all of the symptoms that the DSM says that you should have for depression. It could really just be a vitamin B12 deficiency. To get vitamin B12 depleted into your body, you should eat animal products like organ meat and red meat. Also, any kind of animal food products like milk, cheese, and yogurt. If you are a vegan or vegetarian and you're just not going to eat animal products, then I recommend you buy a very good quality methylated B12 or B complex vitamin with multiple B vitamins in it. Here is a link to a good B12 complex vitamin in the description down below. It's called B12 Plus. That vitamin should give you everything you need. I would rather you get B12 naturally from food, but if you'd rather take a supplement just to be sure you are getting enough B12, then go that route. I actually take a B complex vitamin myself. I feel so much better after taking my B12 supplement. I take the B12 Plus supplement. I take it every morning so I can have the boost of energy and concentration throughout the day. It makes a big difference for me, and it can make a big difference for you too. I hope this video was very informative for you. If you learned something from this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can be notified when we release more informative videos like this. We strive to provide high quality content to our viewers, so we hope that this video was very informative to you. Thank you for watching.